Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 20 of Civilization 6 as China. And I know we haven't gone to war in a long time. To be honest, if you're a regular viewer to my channel and you've watched a lot of my Civilization games, particularly my Civilization 5 games, you'll know that I am quite a passive player. But when I first started playing Civilization 6, it was quite obvious and apparent that the way to win was to basically go very hostile and play domination. And whatever victory type you go for, actually playing like that was a real benefit. So for me, with Civilization 6, this is the first time that I'm really playing it passively. There have been a couple of wars, but this for me is a way to see, well, can I actually win this without going to war? Which is kind of what I'm attempting to get done now. Let's go ahead and work on that research lab. We don't really need to, but you're going to go over there and get another piece of Great Wall. You're going to go ahead and dig that up. And Zanzibar or Barbarians? Let's go for Barbarians. Now, did that give us a theming bonus? Doesn't matter because you're the one for England, so that's actually fine. Well, it's an English city. But there's a few more up there we could go and grab if the place isn't still crawling with barbarians. I'm hoping that Greece has gone up there and dealt with them all, so we'll have to go up and have a look. You want to establish an embassy? That is fine. See, they're all starting to become a little bit more friendly now. A spy from the American Empire was killed, trying to sabotage on Cambodia. Well, it's normally Germany trying to do that. And he's actually been promoted, finally. So, if caught on a mission, spies home territory, or your spies operate at +1 level. Yeah, I guess that'll do, because he's going to stay in home territory anyway. So what do we want over here? I think this is probably the good time to get that entertainment complex going. We put it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's go ahead and place it down there. It's probably a little bit too far away to reach anything else, but we'll get some extra amenities out of it. Let's go ahead then and build a stock exchange. We can send envoys. We're not the suzerain of either of those anymore. Now we are. We would like to go and finish off Seoul at some point, so we'll start working towards that. So, yep, you're going to head over to that. It'll take you a little while to get there. We do still have some amenities problems, but it's not the worst thing ever. So let's go ahead and get another section of Great Wall. 818 tourism now. So on 246 of 314, I honestly don't see this particular playthrough lasting that much longer. We are very much getting there. What do we have here? This artifact is from China, really, all the way up there. Must have been one of our units that died. But we'll go ahead and pick up another few more if we can. And so we might... all of the spare stuff can just go in that museum in Manchester because they'll get auto-themed. I'm just ignoring that because I don't really care. Yeah, not bothered. I'm going to go over there and steal this one in a moment. This was the reason why I built the terracotta army, so I could walk through your lands and do this. And I'm going to continue doing so. We have ourselves a great musician. I'm not sure I've got anywhere I can send him right now, but we'll definitely try and do it anyway. So you are at your housing cap. Let's go ahead and build the sewer for what it is worth. You are supposed to be counter-spying. Now you've had your promotion, so counter-spy there. And you are going to try and steal a great work, but first of all, I think I would like you to gain sources. We do have the option to disrupt rocketry now. Has anybody actually started... America's actually really flying through the... We need to get spies disrupting rocketry in America. Because America's really, really pushing hard now. I hadn't noticed that. I haven't been keeping my eye on it at all. Let's go ahead and get one of our... Get our spy back now. That's a lot of money, but I'm going to get him back. He's a good spy. And he's going to go right back to spying on you. And, where are we? Awaiting agent. We just need him to come back. But yeah, we need to sort of slow America down a little bit there. So have we got any spaces for great works? Yeah, we've got broadcast towers all over the place. So we should easily be able to find somewhere for you to go. We'll certainly start by sending you off down to Manchester. We can get one in there. So we've got this spy. You are going to go straight to America. And we're going to go to Cincinnati with the look of things. You can't disrupt rocket... Right, okay. What was I looking at the right nation? America. America's built a spaceport and they've researched satellites. Right. So, what... Why can't I see the rocketry there? Baltimore. Sabotage production. So, no, it's not Baltimore. Philadelphia? No. New York? No. Los Angeles? No. Detroit? No. Chicago? No. San Fran? No. So, where is your spaceport? How can I disrupt your rocketry if I can't even see your spaceport? You've got a spaceport right there. I can see it. It's in Baltimore. So I'm going to send you to Baltimore. And we'll try and disrupt their rocketry as much as we can. But yeah, America's really pushing for that. And I guess this is something that I'm not used to. The AI actually being competitive on science victories. Because that's something that they did say that they were changing in the patch. And he just sort of came out of nowhere with that. It is quite possible that the reason I can't see rocketry to disrupt is because another spy from somewhere else disrupted the rocketry. It's quite possible that happened. So we've got to be really, really quick now. Because America's not very far away from getting a victory. And it's a lot easier to calculate how long it's going to take you to get a scientific win than it is to get a cultural win. So let's go and dig that up. We've got to choose a new production over here. There's probably not much point as getting a spaceport. It'll take us to build forever to build one wherever we are. So what do we want to get? I mean, we could get one, but it will just take forever. Let's go ahead and just build a neighborhood somewhere. Go ahead and get rid of that marsh. The food's not... That was the wrong button to click. The food's not really all that important to you, especially given the fact that you can't grow anyway. Choose an artifact. Barbarians or Geneva. We'll take the Geneva one. So you're going to go down there, and great work. The more quickly we can get these great works out, the better. Also, the more of these bits of Great Wall we can get in, the better. At 870 now. You are our counter-spy. Because you're already highly promoted, so you're going to counter-spy on the industrial. We really need to keep our eye on America now, what he's basically up to. We can't see his capital. That is the problem. We need to try and find where America's capital is. Make a deal. Excuse me, we're trying to see if we could actually get trade delegate, resident embassy. Would he accept? Yeah, he's actually happy to allow us to construct an embassy in his capital. So that should now mean we can see Washington, right? There's Washington. Unit needs orders. Spy. Wrong button. Travel to a new city. So now we can see what disrupt rocketry and Philadelphia. That's where we need you. Washington and Philadelphia. So you're going to go to Washington. Disrupt rocketry has a relatively low chance of working here, but we'll do what we can. We'll send you there. We need to get these places dealt with. That's why we couldn't see those cities. That was the problem. This one appears to be... Oh, it's Germany as well, is it? So is that one filled that doesn't have a theming bonus? Yeah, we've got one here that doesn't have a theming. So we've got Germany. And you're also Germany. So if we've got the city-state and Germany, could we swap one for China, for example? We've got two here by China. But we can't move anything until... We should be able to do that, surely. Can't do it until it's full. If we move that there... No, we've got to wait until this one's full, then we can swap it around. It's a bit annoying, but we can manage it. So we need to basically shuffle around our spies, get the ones that are better at disrupting rocketry, and really start pushing for them to sort of slow America down. That's what we need to concentrate on next. If we're quick enough, we should be able to do this, because they've still got a fair few things to do first, so... If we can keep their rocketry disrupted. Venetian arsenal built by somebody else. I didn't even look who, because I don't really care.
A good plan violently.
Okay, so let's go for globalization. Not an awful lot that you can do now, so I don't really know what I want to do with you at this point. I guess you could go and get a plantation down there for what good it will do you. So where do I want to move you? Obviously there must be another city, so let's get you... Apparently I can't transfer you for some reason, because you're not in the city, that's why. So let's move you down to there. And we need... There's a barbarian camp up there which worries me a little bit. I'm not too sure whether archaeologists can be captured by barbarians. I'd rather not find out, but I guess we probably will in a moment. I'm really surprised that Greece haven't gone and cleared these barbarians out. I do find that quite strange. Barbarians move last, so the fact they haven't attacked yet doesn't mean they won't. Barbarian scout there. Well, we didn't actually get attacked, which does surprise me. Fortunately, I've just moved next to the camp. I mean, I've got zone of control issues here. I've never seen a barbarian capture a... archaeologist before, but it doesn't mean it won't happen. What happened there? We did something... Killed a German spy trying to sabotage our production. Fantastic. Yet being denounced by Monty again. Fairly standard and straightforward. Once again, because he says we converted one of his cities, but I'm sure at no point that happened. This is getting annoying with these barbarians, but we only need to dig one more thing up. So if we can actually get on there, providing we don't get taken out, we can grab that. It'll be a test. Okay, so you... What do you have already? The one in home territory, that's fine. If caught on a mission, we'll do that one. Choose a production. What are we going to do down here? Let's go ahead and get the university. It's only 5 turns. So is this where we're going to lose our archaeologist? It does seem a bit silly having to build an archaeologist just to get one more item. Maybe they'll just leave him alone. I really don't know how barbarians treat them. But sabotage somewhere else. No, he did capture him. Wow, I'm actually surprised by that. Well, that's a lesson learned, but at least we know it can happen. So let's go ahead and get an arena down here. So, enemy spy succeeded in sabotaging the industrial zone in Cambourging. I guess it's because we weren't counter-spying on that turn, because we'd just taken a promotion. So we didn't actually go back. I wish you could counter-spy on the turn you are... See, we can counter-spy now, but what's the point? So you might as well stay here. You're going to counter-spy. I mean, the zone that you are supposed to be protecting has already been destroyed, so it's a little bit pointless doing that now. But fine, we shall carry on. We shall do what we can. So you have another fella here. Where are we going to send you? There's one up there we could get. That probably belongs to Leventa, so we'll go and grab that one. We will shuffle these museums around. I mean, we are doing quite well. We're on 910 anyway. I think we've actually got more than enough tourism to win, providing we can just slow America down a little bit from getting that scientific victory. So it's all going to come down to my spies being able to do stuff more than anything with that one. Actually gained a niter from somewhere as well. Okay, so yeah, you're going to carry on trying to get over to there if you can. Choosing a production down here. Let's go ahead and get that zoo. And again, you still want me to find work for you to do. Do we have that other wheat tile yet? Yes, we do. Let's get you down onto that one. Can we afford to go and buy that archaeologist back? It's a lot of money to spend, but let's go ahead and do it. So we need to find another artifact that we can dig up. We could, of course, use one of the ones in the water, so we'll do that one, be a little bit safer. So this spy here, you can't really do anything except I'm going to try and gain... Let's try and steal a great work, as we can't disrupt any rocketry here. We want to try and get our best people able to do these disruptions. Can we have more spies? No, we're at our maximum number. We've only got one in America at the moment who's currently on his way to Washington. There's one trying to gain sources in Germany. I'm going to send him to the other American city. We certainly want to stay here in Baltimore because they are building a space center. But we really want to be in Philadelphia and Washington so we can try and really slow down his space production. He's having some problems with barbarians up there as well, which is interesting. So, what do we want to do here then? Try and get the Eiffel Tower, I suppose. No, we don't, there's only one tile we could put it on, and we'd lose stuff for doing so. So what else could we get then? There's not really an awful lot that we can do. Theatre Square festivals. Gives us some great artist points, I suppose. Right, so let's go ahead and get you down here where it's a bit safer. And then we'll shuffle those great works around a little bit. And I will go and check the victory screen at the end of this turn, just so we can go and have a look and see how close we are. And how close America are as well, because now that I've noticed that, I'm getting quite nervous. They really came out of nowhere with that, with all of that tech. Yeah, they still haven't progressed any further. Germany is still trying as well, so it's worth trying to sabotage Germany before we leave. 299 of 320. I think we could get this one by the end of the video. So let's go ahead and start repairing all of this stuff. We can try and disrupt rocketry. There's not a huge chance of doing it, but we might as well try and do it anyway. They're not the biggest threat, but let's try and slow them down. Let's go and dig that up with you. Choose an artifact. An artifact. Let's go for the Leventa one. So is that now filled up now? Yes, it is. So did you just get sent back to... That was weird. What were you doing there? So we've got one that isn't themed somewhere. Which is this one. So if we take one of the ones that belongs to China and swap that with that one. Now this is themed and that's automatically themed. Why aren't these themed? Theming bonus doubled when output displaying objects of the same type but from different artists. So if we swap a few of these around... Do we have another art museum somewhere? No, but that's an art, piece of art, so we can theme that one. They've got to be of the same type. I'm not seeing any other great works of art anywhere that I can shuffles around. We don't have any other places to put great works of art, so we could do with another art museum. But that'll put us on quite high. So yeah, 299 of 320. Let's keep playing and just see how we can do. So we really need to gain sources here. Because we don't have a very, very good chance of disrupting the rocketry, unfortunately. If we don't do that. So we want to get into Philadelphia as well. Germany's unhappy that I'm nicking his stuff, but that is absolutely fine by me. So it all depends really how quickly we're going to start earning those tourists. Because I may have to spill over to another video.
I'll be back.
305. Yeah, we're really, really pushing it now. So there's globalization done. So choose a tech. Let's go for lasers. Let's go for, well, the same ones we could just do over and over again. So what are we going to do with you? Let's do the research lab because I'm at that point now where it's pretty much make or break. Let's keep repairing stuff up. So we were on 305 on the last turn. And I can't remember what we were on the turn before that. Being denounced by Germany, I don't care. I'm just going to skip that because I'm not... We wouldn't make a promise to them. No, no we wouldn't. And I will still not. So we should be able to do this before America manages to build that last part of the space ship anyway. Hopefully. Because I don't think they've even done the research yet. So 312... Yeah, a couple more turns and we might actually have this. So, as we can't really do anything other than hit next turn, that's what we'll do. We'll hit next turn a couple of times, see how close we can get. It's going to be a close call. I should have paid more attention to America, and then I could have made sure that I was sabotaging their rocketry. But that does go to show that the patch did do something to try and make it a little bit more difficult. But, again, that was always the problem Civilization 5 had, is that if you didn't win the game by a certain point, usually about 2/3 of the way through, 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through, the AI would normally just get a scientific victory. So 319 of 322. Surely we have got this now. So let's go for the research lab and hit next turn. If we don't win on this turn, I'm expecting us to win the turn after. Let's just have a quick check on America with the science and the stuff. Yeah, he still hasn't done the research yet for the last part, so we should be okay. Yeah, you can get the farm, whatever. Next turn, let's see what happens. 1,000 tourism we've got now. 1,000. Which is really, really good. Will it be us? Will we get it? Fingers crossed. Well, we stole something. Not too sure what we stole. We didn't get the win, though, so why not? 300 and... Hang on a minute. We've got 326 of 322. And we've got so much culture that no one else is going to catch us anywhere up. America's doing quite well. So how come we're on 326 of 322 and we haven't won? So it's got to be this turn, right? That must mean we've done it. Let's just move you wherever. And I don't care what you do. Gain sources. Next turn. This should be it. This should be the win. There we go.
The worth of a culture is not measured by its accomplishments, but in how those accomplishments last and how they are remembered. The beauty that you have inspired our people to create will ensure that our culture stands for all time.
I still am really disappointed with the victory screens for Civilization 6. I find them rather short, dull, and lackluster. I mean, yes, they are better than the ones in Civilization 5, but considering how good Firaxis are at doing the FMV, particularly if you watch the intros to Civilization 6, Civilization 5, even Civilization 4, they're very good FMV intros, and then the endings are rather disappointing. But anyway, that was like my second or third win on King. So next time I think I am definitely going to try Emperor. And we'll probably go for a militaristic victory and do a domination victory. Haven't decided who I'm going to play as yet. I was thinking possibly trying the Aztecs, Montezuma. Or maybe going for Russia. Haven't really decided yet. I've got a few days to think about it before I start recording again. Have a quick look in at the replay. So, as you can see, our culture really sort of shot up at the end. Let's see where the tourism is, actually. Wonders. No tourism per turn. Culture, faith, gold, science, and score. But no tourism. Again, if we go and have a look at total cities lost, the only person that lost any cities was England. So, total wars declared. See, the AI do declare some wars, but they never take cities from each other, which is the thing that's the most disappointing about it. Wonders constructed, we were well ahead of everybody else. But, I mean, I quite enjoyed that game, and I've been saying this on all the games of Civilization 6 that I've been playing, and I stand by it. I do still enjoy the game. It definitely has its flaws, so did Civilization 5, and in fact it's still got a few. But I still have enjoyed playing it. I just wish they'd make it more challenging without making it too cheaty. But I am certainly glad that I've seen the culture victory now. So there's only one I haven't done, which is the militaristic one, the domination victory, which is why I'm going to be doing that on the next one. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this series of Civilization 6. I will see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.